outside. Okay.
Good morning. It's Sunday, December 8th. I'm on my second cup of coffee. I had my first, yes, but what about seconds? I woke up and enjoyed my first cup of coffee while knitting on my 2-color broken seed stitch sweater. I'm on the sleeve. I've got the sleeve on 2 needles because I just did a try on. Now that I've showered and have clean clothes on, I don't like to try it on when I'm all dirty. I like to try it on when I'm clean, so. But I've decided that if I just do 2 more decrease repeats, that should put me right around the elbow, and then I can maintain that same width down to almost the wrist, do some rapid decreases ribbing, and then call it a sleeve, and then repeat it on the second one. So that's wonderful. It is Sunday, so we have church this morning at 10 o'clock. I have to be there at 9 o'clock for choir practice, which means I have to leave. If I give myself a goal to leave at 8:45, that gives me a little wiggle room because it takes like 10 minutes to drive there, which is amazing. I wish that was my commute to work every day. But yeah, it just gives me that little extra bit of time in case I need to warm up the car and let it defrost. It's too dark outside right now to tell if the cars are frosty. I don't think they're going to be because the grass didn't look frosty when Marjorie went out. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is make some breakfast, and then it's Sunday. Sunday is usually a bread making day for me, so I will get a regular yeast loaf started, and then I let it sit out on the counter in a covered bowl while we're at church and do its main rising phase while we're away. And then when we get back, I punch it down, roll it up, and put it in a bread pan, and then let it rise a little bit in the warm oven before I actually bake it. And in that phase where I punch it down and roll it up is when if I'm going to add anything to the loaf, I do it then. So frequently I'll add jalapenos to the loaf to get just a little bit of a spicy bread. When we make sandwiches, it just adds a little extra flavor and it's super nice. Sometimes I'll add in, if I want to make it more like a garlic bread loaf, I'll add in my garlic powder at that phase. Or if I just want to do something plain, then I just roll it up, and it's pretty easy. But yeah, so I'll get a loaf of bread going today. There are a few things I need to get done this afternoon in preparation for work tomorrow, so that will also be on the agenda. Other than that, it's supposed to be a relaxing day. We try to go easy on ourselves, so I've already started with a little bit of knitting. I got through 1.5 decrease repeats on the sleeve. I said I wanted to do 2 more before knitting straight, so it's been a really great morning. I save scraps of vegetables like carrot peels, broccoli stems, potato peels, bits of celery, just whatever I'm cooking with. And I use it to make veggie broth, to make soup or rice or whatever. And what I do is I keep this gallon-sized bag in the freezer. Whenever I have scraps, I toss them in and keep it in the freezer. And it's usually like once every 1 or 2 weeks I get enough in here. And all I do is fill a pot with water, dump the scraps in, bring it to a boil, and let it simmer. Strain out the veggie pieces, and it makes veggie broth. So I'm going to be making some broth today, which I'll either use today in a recipe or I'll jar it up and save it in the fridge and then use it during the week. And I just toss this back in the freezer, and then I fill it up again.